Hey guys, Bill here with the Crypto Retriever. Today is Saturday, March 3rd, 2018. This is the first video for my channel, which moving forward will be dealing with everything cryptocurrency related. So if that's the content that you're looking to hear more about, please feel free to hit the subscribe button below. Today I'm going to start with a quick overview of the markets, and I'm going to start with the stock market and how that relates to the cryptocurrency market. I have been in business for 20 plus years now, and I started in the investment sector with a degree in finance. So what I am trying to bring to the table here is a different perspective for everyone that's getting involved in crypto and wondering about timeframes of these projects not only coming to fruition and creating utility, but where the overall crypto market is going to move here in the next couple months and years. I mean, currently we're at a market cap in the cryptocurrency market of 462 billion. Folks, we are still in the infancy for crypto. This is still the beginning. If you are listening to this video and you own cryptocurrency, you are an early adopter. You couldn't be positioned any better for the coming months and years than you are right now, and knowing that you have to be involved in this market. That being said, like I said, I want to step back and go back over into the stock market. There's a reason that a lot of money isn't flowing into the cryptocurrency market right now. Everybody knows the stock market has been on fire over the past year or so. It has done phenomenally well. When people do well, they get lazy, they get complacent, and you know what? They don't want to change. So what are people doing month to month? They are sending more money to their mutual funds. They're sending more money to their 401ks. They're buying more stocks. And they've done well at that. I know we had a little hiccup the last week or so in the stock market. That is not a correction. Until we have a really good correction, people are going to continue with their old habits. Old habits die hard. We all know that. So what is going to get people to make the change and get over to cryptocurrency? Well, we haven't hit that recession wall yet either. And the old adage, or I shouldn't say that, the old investment strategy, I'll say, by the brokerage community was when the recession started to come on, what would people do? They'd get involved in consumer staple stocks, mutual funds. They'd go maybe invest in a emerging growth fund or something overseas so they weren't in the U.S. market if we were hitting recession here. Or they'd get involved in gold or silver. And when that doesn't work, that's going to be step two. When that doesn't work, then people are going to be looking for something else. Or if there's enough of a buzz around cryptocurrency and it becomes easy enough for the average Joe to get into, and believe it or not, if you're involved, that's great, but the average folks out there are not, and there's a reason for that. And I think everyone who's listening to this video that's gotten involved in cryptocurrency can agree. There were a lot of frustrations on the part of getting your exchange accounts set up, getting verified, getting your US dollars in fiat or any fiat currency over to an exchange, then having to buy Bitcoin, having to open another exchange account to buy the altcoin that you were looking to hold in an altcoin wallet, or, you know, if it's an ERC20 token, you could hold it in MyEther wallet. So you'd still have to have all of this set up. And then we're talking passwords, two-factor identification. Then at the end of the year, let's look forward to that, because every time you're moving and buying now, what is happening? You're creating transactions that have to be recorded properly for tax purposes. The average Joe out there does not want to do that right now. It is not simple. It can become very annoying and very frustrating very quickly. And it's not a fast process. So that's going to change moving forward. I know it's going to change moving forward. There are companies out there trying to change that moving forward. But until it happens, people are going to still take the path of least resistance. So that's why they're putting more money right now into the stock market. And we'll just have to wait and see where the stock market ends up. They're talking, we're due for a recession. We're due for a correction. I think when there's a good shot across the bow, that's where you're going to see a lot more money starting to move. Now, I do want to talk about something else that happened last week in regards to investment banks. We all know a couple months back, Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan, had basically called Bitcoin a fraud, didn't want to invest in it, wanted nothing to do with it. And obviously, that may have been the smartest thing for him to say at the time, to keep his investors sending their monthly new money or their income that they had in excess monthly to their investment accounts at JP Morgan instead of trying to get it into the cryptocurrency market themselves. But it appears now that Jamie Dimon has been a flip-flopper, and he is now saying that he wants his customers to be, people they advise to be holding a certain percentage of their portfolio in Bitcoin. Goldman Sachs, who is really one of the top-notch investment banks in the world, has a subsidiary named Circle, and they just bought Poloniex. So when you're buying a cryptocurrency exchange and you're getting to that point as an investment bank, you want a piece of this action. They do not want to lose that new money that comes in every month, or even a percentage of it for that matter. So they're going to start getting involved. If Goldman Sachs went out and bought an exchange through a subsidiary, how many other investment banks do you think are going to be looking and go to do the same or create their own exchange through a subsidiary? I think personally it'd be easier for them to go buy, the Binances, the Bittrex, the bigger exchanges in order to get a working model immediately as opposed to trying to create their own. But God knows which way they're going to decide to go here. However, that should send a message to you that not only is the smart money looking at this, the smart money is looking to get their largest clients involved in this market. So you're going to see the money start to move, but this isn't your average folks moving their money there. You and I, we've gone through the steps. We've opened the accounts. We are buying cryptocurrency currently. We know how to do it. We know where to store it. But you know what? Most people do not. And in order to change what people are thinking and have a real paradigm shift to get folks to invest into this market and put their funds here, they're going to have a way to do that easily and quickly and without a lot of hassle. Now, I think most of you have heard of Ethos. Ethos is a universal wallet that is going to allow you to basically store all your altcoins, your ERC20 tokens, Bitcoin, everything in one place. This is coming later this year. I think this is a huge project that is going to have some very big implications for the cryptocurrency market. It is going to allow folks to have one password, one wallet, one place to keep all their coins, and they're going to have liquidity with being able to transfer those coins from there without having to go through all these different exchanges. I think that is going to be the winning formula for success to get more money into the cryptocurrency market, let alone, Ethos doing well as a coin and a project themselves. So when you look at this, like I said, the last thing when you get involved in cryptocurrency is that year end. Well, guess what? Tax-friendly reports for your cryptos all in one place. I mean, right there, if you're not sold on that just personally, I don't know what else you need to get involved. Now, obviously, the graphic user interface and all that has to be perfect for folks to get involved. And I want to see it be as easy to have an Ethos account and get involved in cryptocurrency as it is for someone to go out there and open up an E-Trade or a Ameritrade account and buy a stock. If that is what this brings to the table, I think that they're going to create a very powerful tool to get more people involved in the market. So this is a great mass adoption strategy. Before I go, I am going to hit on one other thing, because I will be discussing certain projects on this channel. And one I'm very heavily invested in myself is Electroneum. Again, none of this is investment advice. Take it as you will and make your own decisions. But I am heavily invested in Electroneum. I am sick and tired of going to YouTube videos and seeing people read updates from Richard Ells and the Facebook post on Electroneum. Folks, if you're involved in a cryptocurrency or a stock for that matter, and you're not following them on social media these days as an investor, you're not going to hear this news unless you get on YouTube and start listening to these folks. It's not that hard to do that. Just go and follow these folks on Twitter. Follow the Facebook page for the project that you're invested in, and it will give you all the updates you need. One thing that I've noticed that's very interesting about the cryptocurrency market versus the stock market is that new news can come at any time. Heck, if you are an owner of the company, say Electroneum, say Richard Ells, you can buy 1 million coins and release a huge piece of news in the next hour or the next day. There are no rules here right now. Obviously, I think you have to be careful, though, what you announce as a cryptocurrency company, because if you are dealing with a public company that is trying to do business with you, you had better be careful, because technically you are in possession of insider information. I'm sure there's some non-disclosure agreements that happen when they are in talks for furthering a project by partnering, etc. So right now, as I said, I am sick and tired of hearing YouTubers telling people, oh, Electroneum's going to moon when it goes to the Mobile World Congress. Electroneum is going to moon when it opens mobile mining on the first day. Guys, no. Electroneum is not going to moon right away. That's okay. In fact, if it doesn't, I'm even happier, because then next month, when I have more of my investment income that comes in, rather income from my work that I can invest, then I can buy more at 7 cents right now. So let's just take a look at what these guys have done. And I hate reading to you guys. So look at their Q1 goals and look at what they're at, where they're at right now. They're getting there. They're achieving these goals. Leave them the heck alone. They are on the right path. They have a great project. They will get to mass adoption. Now, can this go up from here when we have mass adoption? Say they get so many million users utilizing the mobile miner here within the next 30 days. It might. When they get on KuCoin or hit BTC, sure, it could go up. If they announce a partnership with someone, could it go up? It could. It could go back to the 15 or 20 cent range here. That's fine. Mass adoption is still not going to happen for a while, and I'll show you why. The Q1 goals, when they reach these, and people are mobile mining, what are they doing? They're mining on their phones or their computers or, their Android devices, and they're sending those coins to my Electroneum wallet. Well, to their Electroneum wallets. As they do that, they're building up coins. Are they spending their coins yet? Probably not. If they're in a third world country, perhaps they're trying to find a way to, but they have to get to the point of their Q2 goals where you get vendors involved, you enhance the app capabilities to be able to send and receive coins with the use of your wallet, and developing commercial relationships out there so that this becomes not only a widely held platform or widely held coin by the masses, but is on a platform that is reaching worldwide to businesses so that people can actually utilize their cryptocurrency. I would say in the first month, you're probably going to see people being able to use it as they initially intended to help pay their cell phone bills with the partnerships that they developed through those telecom companies. And as that happens, I think you'll start seeing more transactions. But the real utility behind Electroneum is real simple. It comes when this circulating supply, and they add to that as we mine out of the max supply, becomes billions, well, right off the bat, millions of micro transactions. That's where the utility shines in this. As that happens, you create more value for this coin. That's where we're going to start seeing the price go up. So I'm not looking for it to go up next month. I don't think we're going to get beyond a breakout here for a while. And that's okay. Hold your coins. I'm not saying hold on for dear life. I think this range that we're at now, in that 7-cent range, is very stable. I think that's a very great price to get in, regardless of whether you got in on the ICO or not. If you did, great. If you didn't, 7 cents, I would be buying these and holding them. Again, not investment advice, but I think that as time goes on here, the mass adoption strategy that they have will get you there. And then on top of that, you're going to see more money coming into these markets because of things like other projects like Ethos and other things that are happening in the market. If you're listening to other YouTubers out there that are telling you, hey, I have this price prediction and this one, you know, I've seen some of them. They're very interesting, but we're not at a share of voice. And when I talk about share of voice, it's YouTube. You hear Electroneum, Electroneum, Electroneum. Great. But you know what? People need to hear that other than on YouTube. They need to hear that out in the public. They need to start hearing more on cryptocurrencies. As the share of voice for that cryptocurrency market hits critical mass, that's when people become very interested in getting involved, because it's something they're hearing every day, just like they're hearing about the stock market every day. That's when their comfort level goes up. When their comfort level goes up, that's when they're going to take that portion of the extra income they have every month, and instead of putting it into the stock market, decide to put it into the cryptocurrency market, or at least some of it, and get behind some of these projects. That will help increase the overall market cap of the cryptocurrency market in general, and it will also increase the value behind the coins that you're holding. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll have another one soon. Have a great weekend.